you. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to One Up Games. I'm Kyle, this is Jordan, and today we are bringing you our final, as of recording, our final predictions episode for the Summer Games Conference, Directs, Showcases, States of Play, all that fun stuff. We're bringing you our final predictions episode because this is all we really know about. We're bringing you Nintendo. We always leave Nintendo for last because Nintendo is where the most fun is, where the best games sort of are. So yeah, we like to leave that one for last. So if you haven't checked out some of our earlier episodes, we've done Ubisoft, PlayStation, Xbox, and Summer Games itself. They're all up on the channel right now, so go and check those ones out. But without further ado, we are getting into our Nintendo Direct, Summer Direct predictions for 2024. Who goes first this time? I know we literally just did an episode not long ago. Me. All right, so it's me. I'll be honest with you. Nintendo was a hard one because there could literally be anything, because they've already come out and they've said, yes, we are working on the successor to the Switch. You're not seeing it this year. You're not seeing it at Summer Games. So that was sort of like, well, now I just need to sort of like put together a list of games that like could be there, you know, like what could be getting a port, what could be getting a re-release, what could have been rumors 2 years ago that we haven't seen that could suddenly be alive again. But I'm going to come out of the gate with a rumor that I've seen online everywhere lately, and it's leaked and all that stuff, but I thought I'd chuck it on here because I feel like if it happened, that would be sick. And I have a Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D. That's what I've seen everywhere. So we're getting a Dragon Quest 3 remake, high definition remake or remaster or something like that. That's what I've seen everywhere, and if it happened, that would be cool because I love Dragon Quest, so I'd be happy to see one of them. But that is my first one out of the gate.
I think it's also about time for a Dragon Quest, isn't it?
Legit, yeah. There was, as I said in an earlier episode, I think like it would be really nice to know more about Dragon Quest. I think it's 12 or something like that. I said it was. Yeah, 12. So Dragon Quest somewhere would be cool, and I think we could definitely see some Dragon Quest at Nintendo. So that's my first prediction for the Nintendo Direct.
All right, I'm going to come out with a wish straight away.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we had talked about a new Stadium game.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon that we are getting a new Pokemon Stadium game, especially due to the fact that they did port Stadium 1 and 2 in that Direct
Mm-hmm.
last time. So that makes me hopeful that they wanted to put that out there to see what the fans' reactions would be and what the market is for a new Stadium type game.
Cool. I like that. Do you want to know what's crazy? This is going to sound like I'm dumb. I have no Pokemon predictions on my list of Nintendo Direct stuff. No Pokemon at all. And only one real third party-ish thing.
That means that's crazy with the amount that you told me that you have.
So true, actually, yeah. That's it, yeah.
It would have been like double with Pokemon on.
Yeah, it really would have. Cool. No, I like that one. I'm going to stay in the Dragon Quest realm. Okay, I'm staying in the Dragon Quest area. I think we will see some games that will also come to this new Switch, but I also think we're going to see games that will also come to the base Switch. So I feel like we're also going to get to see a sort of lineup of what we might be seeing launch day for Switch 2 or whatever the hell it gets called. So I'm putting out there that we're going to see the first trailer for Dragon Quest Builders 3.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
I feel like it's about time. I think it would pop off. I think people would love it. So yeah. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's 100% fair. That's fair.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna go with another wish list in the same realm as the last one. They did a DX re-release of this franchise, well, not franchise, but this game series a little while back, which didn't actually do so well, which made me think they wouldn't touch it for a bit. I'm hoping that they get a touch on it in this Direct, of course. That would be Pokemon Mystery Dungeons. I would like a new Mystery Dungeons game because those games used to pop off hard, and that re-release just missed the mark for a lot of people. They removed a lot of features, and like the parks where you went and played with the little Pokemon sprites and everything was just dumbed down. It just didn't feel that great to me, at least.
Fair enough. No, I think that'd be cool. It'd be cool to see a new one that like invokes the old. I'd like that a lot.
Yeah. And like the fact that they actually managed to sneak personality tests into the start of that game to pick your partners.
I like that. I like that. Do you want crazy, or do you want like something that? Because like most of these are just crazy. There's a couple here that I'm like, that could happen.
Man, I'm out here working for Stadium and Mystery Dungeon games. What do you think?
I'll tell you what. Here's one that could happen. We get a new Tomodachi game.
Okay.
I don't know what it'll be, but we get a new Tomodachi game because it's been a little bit since the last one. So yeah, I think a new Tomodachi game. It's sort of been rumored for a little while that they're working on something in that space. So yeah, I'll put it down that we're finally going to get to see it, and it's going to drop like at the end of the year before the new Switch comes out.
Oh, that's fair. Keeping with the same sort of theme that you're going with, like games that are possibly going to be in the next gen and possibly this gen, I'm going to drop Metroid Prime 4.
I have Metroid Prime 4 on here as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be possibly a title that releases on Switch and then it's a day one for the next gen for the best experience. Same thing that they did with like Breath of the Wild and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can see that being anything. I think we're just going to get like a trailer just reminding us that it's a thing. I don't think we're going to get anything super deep, but yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I have a couple of Metroid things on here. So if you want, I can power through those Metroid things real quick. I think we're finally going to see Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remaster bundled together in one go. And I think that drops in July. I think that'll come like end of July. But I also think as a little treat, we're going to see a port of a DS game. We're going to see a port of Metroid Samus Returns. I think would be a really cool sort of like way to bring that game from, because I feel like it's an amazing game, not necessarily underrated, but just like not as heavily played, and it sort of came towards the end of the DS's like 3DS's lifespan. So I think a way to like port that over, I think it would work on a Switch, or definitely the Switch Lite, I think would be like where they're sort of like trying to market this to. So yeah, I thought a Samus Returns port could be a cool one to have for the Switch.
Yeah, no, that's 100% fair. I reckon we're about due for a new Punch-Out.
Interesting choice.
I
I agree with you.
and everything, but nothing beats Punch-Out.
I agree with you. I had an idea for a game. It's not on my list or anything, but like I had an idea for like the next Switch. We would get like an ARMS versus Punch-Out sort of game. I thought that could be super cool. Like they had Lil Mac and have the ARMS characters going up against like Lil Mac and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I thought that could be super cool. But yeah, a Punch-Out game would be sick. I agree.
Yeah, I feel it's about time. We've had a lot of boxing games on the Switch itself, which, you know, making even just a Mac training game, like there's a Hatsune Miku boxing game as well, like just something like that. Like we need something for this generation,
Cool.
especially with this generation supposed to be coming to a close soon.
I like it. So this next one is what I call a sure bet, sprinkled with some bloody dreams. Okay, so we're going to get a look at a whole bunch of new games being added to the Nintendo Switch Online suite. I'm going to guess those games. That's where it gets crazy, okay? I think we're going to get 4 Nintendo 64 games and 4 Game Boy Advance games. Here's my predictions for the games. So for the 64, we'll get Banjo-Tooie, Diddy Kong Racing, Donkey Kong 64, and I think we're getting Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong, and another prediction later on because they're adding that expansion to the Nintendo world with the Donkey Kong ride and a couple of the Donkey Kong attractions. So I think they want to get Donkey Kong back into the hands of people. The other Nintendo 64 game will be the original Super Smash Bros. Finally added to the service. And then the Game Boy games will be Fire Emblem, The Sacred Stones, Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, Metroid Zero Mission, and Wario Land 4. They are my predictions for what will get added to online.
I like that a lot. The only one I'd be like iffy about would be Smash, because they've tried to squash any other Smash tournaments in the past. I don't think they would release it just for that fact. Like I would love for them to, but like thinking in my head, they're going to just avoid that to avoid that conflict.
I think they can only avoid it for so long.
Yeah.
Because when you've got all these games coming to the service and Smash isn't one of them, that's going to like raise questions as to why. And Nintendo is nothing if not, you know, fine, we'll do it, but you can't do this and this with it. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to piggyback off that, and I'm going to say that they're going to announce the Nintendo GameCube and DS emulation for the same service. I'm not going to take a crack at the games.
No, that's fine. I agree with
There's
you.
a wide range.
I 100% agree with you that is going to happen. And I had that on my list and then took it off when I thought that would be a great little thing to like bundle in with the Switch 2. What a great way to sell online services when you announce a Switch 2 that is more powerful and can like really emulate those GameCube and those sort of games. Like the Switch now could do it, but I feel like they're going to play on the whole. This is a more advanced console. Like that's why we're adding GameCube and DS. But I like where your head's at. Honestly, that's so good. I would love for them to do that this year. But I don't know, there was just something in the back of my mind that was like, I feel like they'll save it for like the Switch 2 sort of reveal. You know what I mean? Like, hey, here's some of the games, here's how you can play them, and here's what we're doing with online because, you know, we're trying to fix that up before we drop this thing. So, yeah, I think it's about time. Like, honestly. No, I like that. I like that a lot.
The only thing that I was like troubleshooting in my mind was how the DS would work, but with all the vertical grip stuff, like that's your solution right there.
I agree.
And then they just released a Nintendo Reward branded fucking stylus, which they'd 100% fucking do.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I can see that. I think everything else now is wishful thinking.
Mate, that's my list.
Are you done?
No, I mean like that's my list.
God, you scared me. Well, this one isn't wishful. It's just like it's probably going to happen, but I just don't know when. Hi-Fi Rush will come to the Nintendo Switch.
100%. I reckon you're 100% right there. I wish that the rumors from two or 3 years ago would come true with Game Pass coming to the Switch.
That could be big.
But they would be amazing, but nah, not at this point. I reckon it could be a Switch 2 thing maybe with the extra power, but I don't know.
That would be sick.
Up next for me, so keeping on the train of wishful thinking, new Wave Race game.
Wow. I like when you do predictions because you remind me of games that I just don't fucking think about anymore and then go, I should play that again. That would be cool. That would be really cool.
I think the last one we got was for the GameCube, I believe.
I believe you are correct.
And then, yeah, last year, funnily enough, we got announced that Wave Race was coming to the N64 emulation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that was on my predictions from last year was Wave
I think
Race.
it was, yeah. I think it was. Hopefully, that'd be cool. I'd be down for that. I would be down for that. Here's one that's a 50-50 shot. I'm going for a 50-50 shot here because it's that time of year again, my friend. Well, not that time of year, it's that year again. But we could see a Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Yeah, that's a fair shout.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say it's like gonna happen because I feel like we're finally getting to the point where nobody gives a flying F about the Olympic Games. So it's like, it's really hard to be like, it's gonna happen because every time there's an Olympics, Mario and Sonic have to go. But yeah, because like they did for the last one, but the last one was Japan. So it's like, it makes sense for Nintendo to have them at the Japanese Olympics. So hopefully we'll see that.
I would actually be more down if they just went and done away with the Mario and Sonic part and just did like Nintendo at the Olympics and just brought everyone in.
Yeah, the Smash Bros of Olympic Games.
Yeah, open it up to every like game franchise, bring in 2 of every game franchise.
That could be cool.
Do it that way.
That would be cool.
Like, that also has a refresh.
Yo, the way you could do that, the way you could actually do that and get away with it is it could be like, instead of having countries, it could be game franchises. So it's like Arms is up against Mario, Sonic is up against, yeah, that could be cool.
A franchise war in a way.
Yeah, that would be sick actually. That would be really cool. They should do that. They won't, but my goodness, they should do that.
Up next, I'll keep on the train of wishful thinking. A new Star Fox.
Yeah,
we all want it. We all got teased when we had the what was it, Starlinks, when they announced the Fox was going to be in that, and the amount of hype surrounding that was just incredible. And I think that this would be another great title to drop on this generation and then transfer to the next generation, because it would still have so much hype. And especially with like the HD rumble feedback and that sort of stuff. Imagine trying to fly around and you like graze a asteroid to your right, and you just feel that like graze across your palm.
That'd be
as
cool.
You're flying through. It'd be amazing.
You do a barrel roll, you throw your Joy-Con, it does a spiral. Yeah, I can see that. That'd be dope.
Catch.
Yeah, do a barrel roll. No, that'd be cool. I would love to see that. I got 2 of these. I'm just gonna rope them in together, like sort of like cut the list down a bit. It's been rumored that Nintendo's been sitting on these for a while, so that's why I'm just gonna mention both. Could be either, could be neither. We'll see. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker Remaster, I think, will be there, and it will drop directly after the Nintendo Direct finishes, with a physical release coming within a week. And The Legend of Zelda: The Twilight Princess Remastered, which might also be announced. I think it'd be cool if they were both announced, and that would come in September.
Okay. Yep. I did have Wind Waker on there because we need Wind Waker on the next gen. Like, it's one of those things that needs to happen. All right. Up next for me, I'm gonna stay on that train, and I already know Kyle's gonna be like, "Nah, this isn't happening." I reckon that we will get the rumor from about 2 or 3 years ago.
No, it's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Of Link, the Faces of Evil, and Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon.
It's not gonna happen. I want it to happen so bad. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I just want it to happen for accessibility reasons, because I mean, like, buying a fucking console that's how many years old now to play those games.
I feel like we may get a nod to them. There was a rumor. I didn't put it on the list because like I feel like this is a rumor that will be like prevalent and it'll be important in a couple of years. That Nintendo are working on a game that will come before the final game in this Breath of the Wild trilogy that is set in that universe, but you play as Zelda, just Zelda.
Yeah. I do remember hearing rumors of a Zelda game.
I can see that being like a year 2 Switch 2 thing. But yeah.
Every time I mention these games, you just get like,
I hate that they exist, that's why. But yeah.
And bundled in there as well with Zelda's Adventure, I forgot that.
I hate you, stop.
There's 3 of them.
Stop it. Stop what you're doing. Stop.
That was a creepy live action one.
You're a creepy live action one. So this is either going to be a swan song for the Switch or a excellent launch title or first year title for the Switch 2. So I'm just going to put it here because it could be either. I think we're finally going to get to see a brand new Donkey Kong game, a 2D game or a whatever they decide to do with it, but a brand new, primarily Donkey Kong video game. That's, I think, like personally, that will come out. I think it's going to have a new sort of art style and it's going to pop off.
Yeah, I had on my list, I had new Donkey Kong game, same sort of art style as Odyssey.
Oh, yeah,
we had the rumor.
Yep.
We had the rumor of the Odyssey style Donkey Kong for a while now.
I can see that for sure.
And that was sort of my Donkey Kong game that I had there. And that also works in well with what you're saying about the coming to Universal.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I meant earlier when I was like, another prediction for later on. Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
I think they want to capitalize on that.
Yeah, 100%. That's already done. That's already done. I've misspelled that really badly and I can't say that on stream. I reckon we could get another 3 farming sims.
Yeah.
Like, it's become a meme now. I put this on every list for the last like 2-3 years, but it always comes true.
Are these new farming sims or
these are new farming sims?
New farming sims, you bastard.
New farming sims.
You bastard.
3 new farming sims.
I don't want any more new farming sims. Please don't.
Oh, how many farming sims were at last year's?
Dude, 3 of the games from the Marvelous thing were farming sims, bro. One was like a magic one was literally seasons, and there was Rune Factory was there. But Rune Factory's becoming a dancing game. Like, I don't know what's going on, man. It's mental. The farming simulator. Oh no, I'm a liar. There was actually another one that isn't coming out till 2025 where you play as a vampire who farms at night time. There was 4 fucking farming games at that Marvelous thing, man. That's all that was there.
Oh my god.
And arcade machines I can never play, and a freaking Daemon X Machina game I didn't even know was in development. But it was mental. Yeah, I seen like when I see the vampire thing, it's a farming sim. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. It looks like Fae Farm with vampires. I was in shock. I don't want any more farm sims. We're gonna move on from that. We're moving on. Okay, we're moving on. Jesus. Speaking of vampires, here's my next one. Wouldn't it be sick if we got a Castlevania Symphony of the Night remake?
That would be sick.
That I just chucked that on there because I'd love to see it, and I feel like that could be a really cool show ender. Like, hey, we got a remake coming. So yeah, that's on there. You go now. No more farming sims. Move on. I hate you.
I reckon we're about due for a new Yoshi game,
Oh,
especially with
Yoshi's a good
new
shout.
generation coming up. I reckon, like, it's the thing. They could release it on this gen. They could save it for next gen.
They could, yeah.
But it could be one of those in-between games where they release it now and then HD update it for the next one and then add in a whole bunch of extra content, etc., etc.
Yeah, very true. I like that a lot. Okay. I think we will see at this direct an anime game that is exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. Only coming to Switch. And I think that it will either be a One Piece game, a One Piece farming sim, just One Piece, just a One Piece game, a One Piece game, or a Bleach game.
Okay.
Because like One Piece, always popular. Bleach, I think, has returned and been around long enough now that we should start seeing games based on the franchise. And I think a Switch game would make sense. You know, you're tackling the Switch market. You can get them from every direction, every angle. And Switch games never get cheaper. So you're always going to be paying full price for that thing. And yeah, I could just see a Bleach or a One Piece game. But I think it'll be exclusive. I think. That's like my thing. But I'd love to see an anime game. Brand new one I've never seen before. Could come everywhere. But yeah, I think an exclusive one.
In my brain, if it was an exclusive, I think they'd go the One Piece route. Because Bleach games have been consistently always been on PlayStation sort of thing. So, not that they got a brand deal or anything, but in my mind, it's like that. Because a lot of the One Piece games were on GameCube. I'm pretty sure there was a lot on GameCube back in the day. I got 3 more. So I'm just going to easy one, which is Tears of the Kingdom DLC.
Ooh.
Or at least a trailer to some effect alluding at DLC.
That would be cool.
Because Tears of the Kingdom's been out for a bit now, so it feels like, you know, it's end of the console's lifespan, so they want to ramp it up a bit.
Oh, you
and
see
then
that.
I get the feeling that they might do that to then release a definitive edition on the next generation.
I can see that. I can see December having like Tears DLC for sure.
Yeah,
I can see that.
that's what I mean. Like, just to ramp it all up, so that way when they go to the next gen, they're like, "Hey, graphics are better. You get all the DLC, etc., and it just pushes that sort of narrative."
Okay, I like that. I got 3 crazy ones and one that may happen. I'm gonna go for the one that may happen. We will get a look, or like a little. Here you go. Here's the last one. They're basically going to announce the last Splatfest for Splatoon 3.
Oh yeah, that's a fair shout. That is a very, very fair shout. I wonder what the theming's going to be this time.
It'll be, which one did you like better? Splatoon 1 or Splatoon 2? Pick one.
It's like Switch or Wii U.
Legit, yeah. Imagine it's like Switch or Switch 2.
Very one-sided fight there.
Very, very one-sided. We all know everyone's going to pick the original Switch.
True. So this is the last on my wish list stuff that I don't think will actually come true. I don't think that my last thing will come true. But this was given a little bit more hope when we found out that Luigi's Mansion was coming to Switch, which made me hope for this a bit more. But that was a DS game, and this is a GameCube game. I want Pokemon either XD Gale of Darkness or Colosseum to come to Switch. It'll never happen, and we'll forever be sad about that.
It could though. Like Year of Dreams, mate.
I want to.
Dream hard. Dream big.
Because an average copy of Gale of Darkness now is just out of hand.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's way too expensive.
Even just for base disc, you're looking above 150 AUD.
Yeah, it's kind of not that we're going to pivot to this conversation, but it's kind of like secondhand game market or retro game market. The prices are disgusting. Like they're at a point where it's just not what, like these games will never get played again by anybody new because the prices on them are absolutely fucking filth.
Yeah, it just forces that emulation.
No, I like it. I like it.
But yeah, I would love for that to happen, whether it be a genuine remake or like remaster sort of thing, or even just when they bring the GameCube to their online services, just bring them over there.
Yeah, fair. I like it.
Because those games, those narratives are things that people need to play because they are some of the darkest Pokemon games. Fucking amazing.
Yeah. And getting more people to play them might lead to sequels or reboots or stuff in the future, which is probably what a lot of people want.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They've tried to pander to more mature audiences with some of the stuff. Like the Arceus stuff was a bit more tactical, a bit more stealth driven and that sort of stuff. And it's trying to pivot to that older market that they know that they have. But these games right here like hit that beautiful in-between spot, in between like kids and adults in that teenage, like late teens sort of era, which will help drag them on into adulthood and then get a crippling TCG addiction.
Yeah, fair. It all leads back to TCG. All of it. How many more do you have?
I've got my last one, which will be my showstopper.
Okay, I'll do two, and then you can do your showstopper, and then I'll do my showstopper. So, I'll go next, right? We're finally going to get a port of Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Switch.
Yep, I can see that. I can 100% see that. Finally
going to happen. Now, this next one could be a showstopper, but I feel like my last one would most definitely be the showstopper. But my next one is we will get a remake of a Fire Emblem game, and I think that Fire Emblem game will be Fire Emblem Echoes.
Okay. That's an interesting one. Okay, so this one is wishful thinking because I don't think that they will do a second one of this, but it's wishful thinking. Mm-hmm. But I reckon we have our guy come up and he's just like, thank you for enjoying our direct. Just before we leave, we've got this one more, and then does the usual swish stuff. We open on a cloudy sky. We zoom in, we see a island, and then as everything is happening, there's just life abundant on the island and everything. We see a meteor crash down, and then we hear a familiar, "It's me, Mario," and Mario pops out of the Odyssey, and we get a splash screen for Odyssey 2.
Bro, I thought you were about to try and pitch to me Spore. Again. I thought that's some...
tells you how good that Spore pitch was.
Bullshit,
if you haven't seen that already, go watch that. That was part of the Games Fest.
Yeah.
Was it? Or was that Xbox?
It was Games Fest, yeah.
Definitely watch that. That's worth a watch.
Dude, I really thought you were about to pitch that shit to me again. When I heard meteorite and it lands, it's an island and it's signs of life, I'm like, it's not good. Don't do this again. Okay, cool. I love that. A way to get you hyped for it coming. And imagine it just, imagine like at the end, it doesn't say what. Imagine that's how they announce the name of the next Switch console. Like coming exclusively to whatever it's called, and then everybody's like, "What the fuck? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy." That would be such a
why I'm like,
showstopper.
It's not going to happen because they're either going to do something different with Mario or it's going to be next year.
Yeah, it'll be next year for sure. But I can definitely see you're like teasing it at the very end. Like, yeah, that'd be the ultimate name drop as well. Like dropping the name of the next console at the end of that trailer. Oh my god! And then imagine they get asked about it, and Nintendo's like, "We have no comment."
They're at the fucking Nintendo treehouse afterwards, and they're just sitting there quietly. And
yeah.
All the questions, they're just sitting there.
They sit down. We are only here to talk about Nintendo Switch. Continue. You want to talk about the new Mario game? What new Mario game? There are no new Mario games.
I know, see no Mario game.
We know speak. We know nothing. Let us talk Spore. Would you like a Spore? Jesus.
We need this game, man.
Well, we do now. We're making a thing out of it.
The fact I've convinced you we need this.
It was a very good pitch. I can't lie. It was a great pitch. All right. Here's my showstopper. Okay?
Yep.
And I have evidence. No, I don't really have evidence. I have dreams. I think we're going to get... I think a showstopper this year will be a remake. You know what I mean? Or a port of something crazy. Because they're going to try and save all that new stuff for when they launch the new console next year or the year after. It was already delayed out of this year, so who knows? We haven't got a remake of this game. We have gotten a remake of it before, but we haven't got a proper remake of it in a long time. Last time we seen this game was on the 3DS. And within the last week, they suddenly announced merch that ties directly into this game. Which makes me think maybe we are gearing up for this remake. Will it be on the Switch or will it be on the Switch 2? I don't know. But I think we get an orchestral piece and the sky, and then the sky like pans down, and then we just literally get our boy riding on a horse, and I think we get our first look at a remake of Ocarina of Time. Like a proper Ocarina of Time remake. Like, it looks stunning. It looks Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild stunning. It's been in development for a long time. That Lego set just got announced. That is literally, you can go Breath of the Wild or you can go Ocarina of Time. And I think they're trying to get Ocarina in our heads. Because Nintendo doesn't do stuff without meaning. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason they picked that to be their Legend of Zelda set. You know what I mean? Everybody wants Hyrule Castle. Why are we getting this tree? You know what I mean? Why are we getting the Deku Tree? Why are we getting, an Ocarina version as well as a Breath of the Wild version when the Breath of the Wild one would definitely sell? Because Ocarina, like I said, we haven't really seen since the 3DS. And before that, it was like all the way back in the day. So it's like maybe they're finally gearing up for the announcement of this remake that will come to the Switch before moving on to the Switch 2. Or it will be on the Switch 2 and they're going to hype it up because I feel like a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake might get lost in all of the big game announcements that we may get with the reveal of a new console. So yeah, that's my big showstopper ending thing. They get like EG Numero or whoever to come out and be like, hey, we're working on it. It's sexy.
And then they're like, one more thing. Spore coming to Switch.
Don't do that. Don't give me hope. Don't you dare. But yeah, I think that'll be cool. And that, ladies and gentlemen, are our predictions for the Nintendo Direct Summer 2024. Jordan, thank you so much for joining me, mate.
No worries, mate.
I'm sure we'll be back again for another predictions episode because stuff's just getting announced all the time. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you thought of our predictions down below. If you have any predictions of your own, let us know down there as well. We will be back with more summer games content. We're covering it all. We're going to have some reactions, predictions, maybe just some fun videos here and there, so be sure to check it out. The best way to check it out is to give this video a like. It's free. Jordan needs them. Look at him. He wants them. Give him a like. And subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button so you can definitely keep up to date and know exactly when all of our content is dropping. But yeah, that's going to do it from us, guys. If you want to keep up to date with everything 1UP, you can head over to the 1UP Games website or any of the links that are linked down below in the description. Definitely check out the Twitch. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm excited for everything that's to come. We're obviously recording this pre everything happening, so the hype levels are high right now, and half of the shit we've spoken about in these predictions episodes is just not going to happen. If that state of play is any
Copium
indication,
levels are up here.
so much copium, but I love it. We are men of hype. We love that stuff. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. So until next time, may all of your games be good ones, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, everybody.
See ya.